What's up then guys, we're back here at the AstroDome for the first fixture of the second half of the season. Now this is normally where things get interesting for us because I don't think we've ever been in a league where we haven't been top of the table at the halfway point. But we've never ended on top of the table at the end of the season. So this is where it gets important. The second half of the season when teams kind of find out what we're about and they start changing the way they play against us, and that's when we tend to struggle. That's not going to be the only struggle tonight. We are also missing a fair few players, and when I say a fair few players, I mean 3 out of our top 4 scorers this season are not with us tonight. We've got, well, we've lost Grant Kirkby and Alex Lockwood both to half term. We've lost Binks to I'm not really sure what, I just know he's not available. We're missing James Hyde as well because it's week off, because he played last week. It's his week off, so he's got to train for a Saturday team tonight. So yeah, there's kind of a few things against us, but we're hoping new location. It's going to be a new us, and we're very, very aware of this whole second half of the season thing that we've got going on, this slump or whatever it is that makes us worse in the second half of the season and not perform as well. We're very aware of that, and we're determined to make that change here tonight. One other thing that's kind of a bit strange in here tonight as well is that, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's actually really, really quiet in here tonight. The first game that was on tonight, one of the teams didn't turn up, so the team that are playing here, they played friendly against IX Trees down in the first game. They're now playing another game back to back against BFSB, who have only got 4 players. So yeah, it's quite a surreal environment in here tonight. And the other thing as well is we haven't got the ref that we normally have in here. It's been the same ref every single week. He's a proper FA registered ref. He used to ref in the championship as well before he suffered a really bad knee injury. It was like we know all about knee injuries. But yeah, for whatever reason he's not here tonight. So we've got the ref over there. See it kind of here-ish, and there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever, but he is deaf, which makes it quite interesting because normally obviously you have a lot of chat from the ref. He's very, very vocal, whereas he's not. He kind of stands at the side of the pitch, does his job, obviously doesn't say a lot, and it's quite difficult to talk to him. So yeah, it's quite a surreal environment in here today, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects us and how that affects the opposition, or whether it have any effect on the game at all really. But we can't focus on any of these outside influences. It's all about the game tonight, hoping to start off the second half of this season with a win and stay on top of that table. So this is the squad that we've got tonight. Sammy Temp's one of the few new faces in the squad tonight. Obviously we've got OG Loke, Matt Creasy. Right, some lovely merch there, mate. That does look nice there, doesn't it? Beautiful. Tommy Green, the old BFG from the north, not wearing merch, wearing some horrific blue hoodie. Looks a bit like Grez in goal there. And Sleep back in the squad against Physio's orders. Tut tut. Don't like that. Steve Lock just doing Steve Locky things on the right backing side of things. And Grez will be looking to save shots that go towards his goal tonight. So we'll hope that he can do lots of them. And then this guy right here. So like I said, we've got a lot of our top goal scorers missing tonight. So I'm going to have to remember how to score. The only goal I've scored so far this season was a massive handball, and I've absolutely no idea how that was allowed to stand. Obviously we've got Tommy Green in the side. He scored 4 or 5 goals this season. And Matt Creasy does occasionally pop up from the back and sleep. I mean, he normally gets 1. So, I mean, there are still goals there, but it's going to be the lack of a willing runner tonight, really. We're going to be asking a lot from Creasy and Steve to do some overlapping runs, because we've got 3 real target men up there as well. And Sam Templeman will just run around like mad as he normally does, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're working with tonight. It's a very, very OG squad, which we don't mind, and it should be still enough to get the job done. Oh, what would the physio say? Oh, definitely don't do that. I'd say give it a rest, mate, for a while. Stay away from football a bit.
I've been doing all after.
I don't know.
Working? Yeah, working. Panna.
Mugged. Oh! That was lovely. Oh. Katie, mate, she's terrible to you. The other thing I just wanted to mention quickly as well, just before the game starts, is that obviously we've had the luxury of an injury with Chris Holster, who's been doing all the filming for us so far this season. So we're going to have to rely on the sub to do it for today's game. So it may not be the best footage. Obviously I'll do it when I'm not on the pitch. We'll probably be for about half the game. But yeah, apologies if the footage isn't the best quality that you've ever seen. We still have the GoPro in the goal, So you should see the action of our goals. Won't be able to see the other teams, unfortunately. Just hope that we score more than them. So let's just confirm the squad then. As I said, we're missing some very creative players today, but we've still got some strength. We've got 3 defenders in Creasy, Steve and Temps, and 3 attackers in Greeno and myself, who nobody's taken a picture of yet. And of course we've got Grez in between the sticks as Delph and Safety get things underway. And it'll be interesting to see how we get on in the second half of this season. As we know, the second half of the season has always been a problem for us. And wow, inside 11 seconds, that doesn't look like chaining. A straight from kickoff. We've not even touched the ball yet in this game, and we are already 1-0 down. We always, I don't know whether it's complacency or something like that, or whether just teams, obviously, they know we film and they turn up. But the second half of the season, we just go from being top of the table to playing absolutely poorly. And yeah, it's something that's got to change, otherwise we're never going to win a trophy. As you can see, Delph and Safety very much on top yet, and Grez getting down well to save it with his right hand there, strong wrist there round the corner. As you see again, it's sloppy, the ball given away. I'm not sure how that's not a free kick against me, as I take the shot away, and like my shooting has been all season, it's high and wide. As we see Delph and Safety coming forward ahead, and this guy with the blonde hair is definitely their danger man, as he just manages to outpace me, as of course he does, and Grez again saving well. So Grez looking like he's going to be called on a lot in this game, and you see that that's so poor. Lazy marking and a lazy tackle as well, as they set it back to this guy, gets the shot away, and that's gone wide of the post. Delph and Safety just continuing to come forward then, as they'll be looking to get a second one while they're on top, but Steve doing well, snipping there, and again, and we don't see this a lot from Steve, but he's coming in, winning tackles, and he manages to keep the ball on calmly, just slotting it back to Grez, and that's what we need, someone to get stuck into tackles a bit more like that, and then just to play this simple pass so we can slowly work our way into this game. As we say, Grez coming forward with the ball, and he's going to have the shot, and that's not what we need there. We need the pass. We need the pass, Grez. We always need the pass. We never ever need the shot. They've tried to lob him straight away from the kickoff, and of course that's the risk that you run when the keeper comes up so far. Grez getting, well, very slow to get back onto his line there, and the keeper looking to lob him, and very unfortunate not to be 2-0 down in this one, as the ball comes into me, and I've just somehow managed to keep onto it, play into Creasy, and oh my god, how has he missed that? Matt Creasy. That's an open goal as it comes to the back post. It hits the post, and I think it hits the keeper in the face as we look at the slow-mo, and yeah, keeper knew absolutely nothing about that whatsoever, but it doesn't matter because he's kept it out the back of the net. As we see Ant on the pitch, and the first thing he's done is given the ball away, and the ball comes into the man again. He gets the left foot shot away, and Grez more than up to it as he does that silly little through the legs throw that he likes to do, and it's resulted in the ball being given away, and it's hit the post, and we are living so dangerously here, lucky to only be 1-0 down. As we see though, Sam Temps using those long legs of his to get in on the interception there, as we just behind the ref, something's going on. It's come back out to Ant Sleep, who's going to drop it off to Creasy. Nice little 1-2 between him and Ant there, but the touch just gets away from Creasy a bit, and sensibly he's going to come back, and yeah, that's just what we need. If the option's not there, boys, just take it back, play with it, and just bide our time and wait for the space to open up. As we see Grez injecting a bit of pace as much as he can into this game, and this time sensibly looking for the pass, and again he's giving it away, and we said we can't afford to do it when the keepers come out. When the keeper comes out like that, you've got to look after the ball. We don't need little flicks there, and we're not learning from our mistakes as it stands. And now Delph and Safety can come forward down the far side. It's a 3-on-1 situation, and the final pass wasn't good enough there. Grez just smothering it, but we are still riding our luck in the first half as the ref brings their first half to an end, I believe, and that has been absolutely poor from the lads. Hopefully this second half, we've had a bit of a word with each other at half time, and we can just get back to playing some of the football we played in the first half of the season, because at the minute this has not been good enough. And straight away, just like that, the ball into the big man up top, he manages to turn his man and get the shot away, and it's simple but it's effective, and that's what we do. As Delph and Safety coming forward, they managed to get past Grez, but he's got back up well and stood up the man who dribbles it out for a goal kick. Well done, Grez. And again, now this is what we're doing. We're using our size against these smaller players, using our strength, bullying them a little bit, as you have to do in these kind of games. And Greeno doing really well to hold on to the ball there, but nobody in the middle as the throw-in comes into me, and I've managed to get it, and oh no, I've not quite got that down, and the ball's come back out to Grez, and hopefully we can build from this now. As you've seen, Grez playing very advanced, and it comes into me, get the turn on the man, and the shot's just smothered by the goalkeeper there. But we've seen Grez picking out some nice passes into these forward men in the second half, and Sam Templeman there, I'm not really sure what he's trying to do. That's just funny. Sam's going to have to explain to me what he was doing there, whether he was trying to buy the free kick, I don't know. But the ball comes into me and it's just sticking in between my legs. I can't quite get it out, trying to wriggle the gap. I've managed to get away from the shot, and from what, 5-6 yards out, I've managed to miss the target. Really, I keep saying it, but it's been poor for me this season. But Ant Sleep doing well to nip in there, and he scored. I mean, I'm probably as shocked as you are how the keeper's managed to just let that dribble pass his left. Did he think it was going wide? I mean, it was accurate by hand, but it by no means had any pace in it, and probably thanks to their goalkeeper, we've managed to get ourselves back in this game. And now after that, we really are looking to get on the front foot. Matt Creasy coming forward, we've not seen much of that in this game, and he is saved by the goalkeeper just as Grez managed. That's actually quite a good opportunity for the opposition there on the volley, but a bit of a timid effort, and Grez saves well. As you see me, I'm giving the ball away again, played inside, and I think that must have come off the post. The camera was a bit slow to catch up then, but really living dangerously at the back, and again giving the ball away. My fault that time. You see me down this left hand side trying to hold the ball up, and I've missed Creasy there, but fortunately it's made its way all the way back to Grez, who pings in the ball, long ball up, big man up top. Ant's managed to get in his run with his man. Referee, get out of the way. The keeper saves that one. It comes back into Creasy, and that's ended up in the bottom corner. You can just see it, Matt Creasy with the strike there. We'll have to go to the replay to see what happened, and it's a deflected effort. The keeper can't do anything but just stand there and watch it roll in the bottom corner. And somehow, despite how poorly we've played in this game, we are now leading 2-1, and now hopefully we can calm down a little bit and really start to assert our authority in this game. But you see Delph and safety, they're playing well. This man's managed to wriggle through, and I just got to say, this guy's finishing, I can't talk, his finishing's not been up to the standards you'd expect with his footwork. As you look at that, just dribbling through players, and if he had the finish to go with it, we would be absolutely dead and buried in this game. As he thinks that's a penalty, I don't know what. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Was that inside or outside the box? But it's the free kick from the outside of the box, and it's a good reaction save there. The corner can come in from the opposition there, and the man's free on the edge of the box, but fortunately the finish isn't there this time again. Grez manages to get it away to Tom Green, who's looking to turn his man. He gets the shot away, and again this keeper, we have not tested this keeper anywhere near enough. He's definitely not comfortable in goals. I say that, he's just managed to get down to that one and tip that round the post as well. Just a lazy left hand at it and getting fingertips on it to tip it on to the post as the ball comes into Tom Green holding up his man. And again, we've got seen the long barrier from the opposition goalkeeper this time. Just as I start saying he doesn't look comfortable, he's starting to pull out a couple of decent saves. As we see, we've settled down a little bit now and getting some more shots in. And again, we've got another chance. He's made a great save with his left leg this time on the lunge, and he's really turned up. We could have had 3 goals in the last couple of minutes if it wasn't for him. As we see, defending at the back, all men behind the ball as Delph and safety looking to get it down and play. We know this guy's looking to dribble as he finds the gap again. 2 players just managed to stop him, and getting the foot in there, but it's still in play with Delph and safety as they look for the ball in, and at the back doing some defensive work. We'd like to see this from him, testing that old knee of his for strength, really getting stuck in there as the ball comes out to Matt Creasy on this left hand side. We're just playing for time a little bit now, and the ref's blown the whistle here. I think I thought he was going to blow for full time, but no, he's given a free kick, and the rules in this league say that you can pass the ball to an outfield player and he can pass it back to the goalkeeper, and the keeper can pick it up, but apparently it's up to the stipulation of the ref as to whether they think it's time wasting or not. And even though we've only done it once there, the ref seems to have decided that we have been wasting time. He's given the free kick. Unfortunately, as you can see there, nothing's come from it, and that is the final whistle in the game. We've managed to somehow scrape that 1-2-1, and looking at the results in the league, we've seen a massive result there for Kicking With Your Leg FC beating Snoop Zemia as well, and that has really helped us out no end. As we look at the table, we're now 2 points clear at the top.
Played a half of ugly football, but it's the kind of football we were going to have to play, and it paid off. Exactly.
Boys, at the end of the day, we've got a result.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
That second half though, so much better. Say it was ugly, but it was necessary and got the job done.
Really good.
Greeno, you're awful, but you're always awful. Do you want to know something? I said in the build-up to this that you were going to get a goal, because you always get a goal.
Slots as well.
That's what I said, and you did get a goal. So, well, I don't hear you saying thank you. Yes, I know, but I don't hear you saying thank you to me for having the faith in you to do that. All I'm hearing is just
faith in me to do what I do on the reg.
Mate, all I'm hearing is arrogance, 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 arrogance.
It's not arrogance.
You're bad for this team, mate.
Oh, really? No. Everyone has their jobs. He sometimes keeps the ball out the goal.
Yeah.
He blocks things at the back, occasionally scores a goal. I say I'll get.
Hey, what about the right back?
He's right back.
Wow. Well. Oh my God, that kid has got an absolute cannon of a left foot. He's the guy who scored. I think he scored like 3 goals against us. We're the only team that have beaten us. And that left foot, when he swings that thing, that ball absolutely flies. But anyway, as I was saying, we've just managed to scrape through
with the win there, 2 points in the bag. It wasn't pretty. First half was absolutely awful. And I did say before the game, it was a bit of a weird like, atmosphere in here before our game. The match that was being played before was being played like as a friendly, so it wasn't too serious, and we kind of got involved like watching that game and laughing about it. And then, like I said, just with it being really quiet in here, not having a normal ref, it was just a bit of a strange atmosphere. And then obviously, as we expected, we started really slow because we were kind of caught up in that. And I think we conceded probably within 20 seconds, which in fairness is something that we have done before. But Greg said it, and I did miss it with the camera, but Greg did say after the game, that is the kind of game that normally, once we've gone 1-0 like that and half time we're still 1-0 down, we don't normally come back and win games like that. So it's great to see that squad of players as well, which is, like I said, a very original squad of players. Kind of learning to grind out a game, and we had to change our tactics. We had a lot of big guys, we played a lot of big, unattractive football. But at the end of the day, it got the job done. Same thing every week, not a Mongol in sight. They're all gone. They're all gone home, go get their dinner. Poor old Matty Stevens gets left clearing up all the equipment. There you go. That, getting the GoPro, getting the football. Put that away. Picking up other people's. I don't know who this is. It's got Tommy Green or Creasy written all over it. That is. But don't worry, guys. I'll put that away. I mean, in fairness, that's literally the only thing that's not mine, but still.